Hi, I'm Camila, and today I want to tell you 5 reasons why you should give a chance to gouache. Gouache are paints, water-based, very similar to watercolor but definitely more opaque. My first meeting with gouache was in preschool and I really wasn't happy with the effects, not only because I was only 7 then, but also because I tried very cheap ones. The colors were very muddy and dull and far from vivid. The experience with the gouaches was so bad for me that I didn't like to use any other paints like watercolors, even through whole my school period. Now I think that it is better to try more expensive one, mediums, than the cheapest one. Maybe it's time to give it another chance. So I bought talents gouaches. I don't know if they are the best or not. I quite like them because they are much vivider than my first trial, and I really like the colors and how they behave on paper. First using of gouache was tricky for me because I was used to watercolors, which was my favorite medium through the last years, but every another was really delightful pleasure. And now I will tell you 5 reasons why gouache is such a great technique and why I think you should try it also. First reason, sketching. When I'm sketching before watercoloring, I always have to be very careful to not make very bold lines, and all the sketch must be very accurate because a lot of the lines will be visible under the paint, so they must be really thoughtfully done. With gouache it is much easier because the paint can be very opaque, so everything you will draw under it can be covered without problems. So you can really go wide with your sketch with all these unnecessary lines, and there is no pressure. Reason 2, you can use it just as watercolors because they are water-based paint, so if you use a lot of water, they will behave just like watercolors. You can create many layers with them, have a lot of interesting textures. But when you use it like watercolors, you also must remember the rules that the lighter colors will not be visible on the dark, unless you add more paint than water. Unlike watercolors, when you use more paint with gouache, the paint will be opaque. You also should remember they are drying much quicker than watercolors. Reason 3, you can go with light on a dark, unlike with watercolors. All you have to do is add more paint. It is really great to adding highlights to your painting. It really looks great to add lighter details on a darker background. Opaque gouache paint can look very similar to oils, but it is drying much faster and you don't make such a mess around. Reason 4, you can always correct mistakes. That's right, it sounds really incredible, but gouache can be activated only by adding water to it. Unlike watercolor, unlike oils, they can be corrected in any phase. It is really great advantage, but it can also be a minus when you are not careful enough with adding a new layer. You can easily mess up a previous one. The reason 5, drawing on gouache. Although they look like acrylics or even oils, it is so easy to drawing with color pencils on it. It is a really great way to add some details or emphasize shapes. You can not only use for this color pencils, but also soft pastels or oil pastels. So gouache is so wonderful to use it with mixed media. If you want to read more about the process, I invite you to my blog, and I hope I convinced you to give gouache a chance, because they are great for any style, from comic to the book illustrations, planner landscape sketches, concept art or fine art. They will be good in any of this. Please share with me with your experience. If you have any question, I will be happy to answer. So this is all for today. Bye!